Hello students, today we are going to discuss form validation. Now basically HTML form is used to collect the user input, but there should be some mechanism to check whether the input data given by the user is correct or not. So this leads us to validation. Often, whatever data that has been input by the user is sent to the server for processing. So, validation means checking this input submitted by the user, and if the user has not submitted correct data, then some sort of error message should be displayed to the user. There are basically two types of validation which are available in PHP. First is the client side validation. This validation is performed on the client machine web browser, and the second is the server side validation. This is done after the submission of data and the data is sent to the server. So at the server level, this type of server side validation is carried out on the server machine. Now in this tutorial, what we are going to do is that we will be using our local host server to check whether the user has inputted correct values or not. Now some of the validation rules for the different form fields could be such as, like, suppose name is there, name field is there. So we want that the user must enter the name, and therefore it should consist of letters and white spaces. Suppose user is entering email, then the email format should be properly followed, which means it should contain @ and the dot parameter. The third field could be the website. So here under validation it should require a valid URL. Other form fields such as radio, checkbox, drop down box, this must be selected or checked at least once. Such type of data validation could be input in our HTML forms. Now to make it more simpler, in this tutorial I have just considered that all the fields except the comment field is compulsory to field, means they should not be empty, and I will be checking whether the email format is valid or not. To check the email format, I will be using the filter var function, and I will be using the filter validate email filter to validate the email address. So now let us first create a simple HTML form. So I will start writing first the HTML code. I will start with HTML tag, then head tag, then under body tag, I will just first put there form tag, and here since after entering the data, I want the data to be sent using the post method. So here I will use method is equals to post, and since I am not putting this data to some other PHP file, I will keep the action attribute to be empty. So here I will just write action is equals to empty. Now first I will create one simple field named as name. So this is just a simple text box. So I will write here name, input type is equals to text, name is equals to name, and then on the next line I just include here br tag so that all the fields are on different lines. Then next I will create one radio button for collecting the gender of the user. So I will write here gender equals to input type is equals to radio, name is equals to gender, value is equals to female. I'll write here female. Then next I'll write input type is equals to radio, name is equals to gender, value is equals to male, and then just I will include here br tag. Next field that I am going to create is the email field. So here this is just a simple text box. So again I'll write here input type is equals to text and name is equals to email. Then br tag, and final field is the comment. Then here comment could be more than one line, hence I will take the text area. So I'll use here text area. Name is equals to comment, rows is equals to 2, columns is equals to 20, then br tag, and finally I will take one submit button. So here I will write input type is equals to submit, name is equals to submit, and value is equals to submit, and I will close this form tag. I'll close the body tag, I'll close the HTML tag. So let us save this file with the name form validation.php. Right now it does not contain anything related to PHP, but we are going to write the code further in this file, hence I will give the name form validation.php. Then save this, go to the web browser and check the output. So as you can see here, a simple HTML form has been created. So this was our first step that is often carried out while creating the HTML form. Now I will next create one style which will display us errors if the user is inputting the incorrect data. So for that, inside the head tag, under the style tag, I will just create here error class. So here I will write style, then dot error. Now say suppose whatever is the error, I want to display it with the red color, right? So I'll just write it within the curly braces, color colon hash f 0000. Note here f is nothing but the value for 255, means RGB code. So whatever is the error, that will be displayed with the red color. That is what I am trying to do. And put here semicolon, close the curly braces, close the style like this. Then you may be confused that why I have written it here something like this. So wait a while, I will just show you in few minutes how I am going to use this error class. Next, I am going to write the PHP code to perform the validation and display the error. So for that, I'll open the PHP tag, and within the PHP tag, first what I'm going to do is that like I have already stated, I want that all the fields should be filled. So if in case any user fails to give the input, so I'm going to create some variables named as name error, gender error, email error, and comment in case they do not fill this value. So I'll create these variables and I will assign them empty value, or means nothing in it, like this is equals to double quotation, means no value is currently assigned to it. And then next I'll create again some variables name, gender, email, comment, and again I will initialize them to empty value. Now next, whenever the user clicks on the submit button, then there is one global variable known as underscore server, which can help to collect the values, and there is one more global variable underscore post, which will help us to retrieve the exact value whatever the user has typed in the concerned text box or concerned radio button. So first I will just put here the condition that whether the request method is post or not, and if yes, then I am going to check one by one all the fields whether they are empty or not. So I'll write here if, then inside the bracket I'll write $_server, and inside it within the square brackets I'll write request underscore method, then double equals to sign, and I will write here post method. So I have already set the method is equals to post in the HTML tag. So I am just checking here whether the values retrieved are by using the post method or not. Then if this condition is true, then what I want to do next is that I am just going to check whether each of the field is filled or not. So next I am going to write here within the curly braces if, then inside the bracket empty, and I will check whether the first value, that is name. So to retrieve the value that the user has put in the name field, I'll use the global variable underscore post, and within it I'll put the name of the variable. So I'll put here name. Remember, this name is same as that I have given in the HTML form. Okay, so if you put here incorrect name, your values will not be retrieved. Then if the value, if what is going to happen by this empty function, if the user has not inputted anything, then what I want to display is that name is required. So if this condition is true, then I will write in the names error variable equals to name is required, means some error is there that the field is empty. If the field is not empty, then I just want to store the value in my name variable. So I'll just write here else $name is equals to $_post, and within the square bracket I will write name, close the bracket. So I am going to repeat this structure for gender variable. So again I am going to write the same stuff, just I am going to change the name of the field. So instead of name here, now I will put here gender, and here instead of name error I will write gender error is equals to gender is required, else gender is equals to $_post, and within double quotation I'll write gender. Now next I am going to check whether the entered email is correct or not. So for that, first I will check whether the field is empty or not. So again I am going to use the empty function. So if it is empty, then I want to just display the message in email error that email is required. Else, next what I am going to do, I am going to check whether the email address is well formed or not. So I'll store this value in the email variable like this, $email is equals to $_post, and within the bracket I'll write here email. Okay, now like I have already told you in the beginning of the tutorial, I will be using the filter var function. So I will just put here the if condition, and within it I will write filter underscore var. So the variable that I will be passing is the $email, and next I want it to validate the email address. So I will be using the filter validate email. Now in case, what I want to do is that in case the condition is not satisfied, then I want it to display some error message. So I will reverse this condition with using the not operator. So I'll just put here exclamation mark in front of the filter var. Note that this exclamation mark is nothing but the not. So if the filter variable finds something abnormal with the entered email, then I want to display the message in valid email format. So I'll just write here email r is equals to invalid email format, and I don't want to display this invalid email ID. So I will just put this again within the email variable as invalid email format. Then close this if condition. Then I will just check the last one. Now remember that last condition I am not very strict about that user should enter it. If nothing is entered, then I will just display empty string. So I'll just check it, and if comment is there, then I will just display it. So I'll just put here if empty $_post comment, then yes, it is empty, so I am not displaying any error message. So I'll just put there empty string. Else, if the user has put some comment, then I will just store it within the variable $comment, and I will put there the value $_post comment, which has been filled by the user. Now this is the code for the validation of the entered field. Now how I am going to display the error? So for that, if you recall, I just in the start of this PHP code, I have created one error class which will display the message in the red color. So next I am going to make changes in the HTML form. So I'll just put here span, then class is equals to error, and I will put there star required field and close the span tag. Okay, now next I will put this in front of every field. So after the name field, I'll just put here within the span class is equals to error, and in front of it just I will put here star, and I will then enclose here the PHP code echo name error, close the PHP syntax, close the span attribute span tag, close the span tag. So I am going to repeat this structure in front of every HTML form field. So after I have inputted the gender male, I'll just again write here span class is equals to error star, then PHP echo gender error span. Then again for email, I'll repeat this span class is equals to error star PHP echo email error, close the span tag. And it does not matter to me whether the comment is empty or not, so I will not write it here. So this is the way I can display the error if the field is empty or if the email ID is not properly formed. Now save this. Now again let us check this, what is displayed. So you can see that here you can enter the values. Now the next thing that I want to do is that I want to display the field values by the user. So for that, after the HTML form tag, again I'll write the PHP code, and here I'll just put here the echo command, and just I'll write here your given values are, and I'll use the h2 tag, then echo. Remember, whatever values the user has filled in the HTML form, I have already stored it within some variables. So I'll just echo $name, echo $gender, echo $email, echo $comment. And remember, you can add here some text if you want to display, and just close this PHP tag. Save this, and again let us fill the data, and you can check whether the input data is validated or not. So this is how we can perform the form validation in PHP.